Hello, ladies. Pretty neurodivergent women are lusted over by men and hated on by women. We're going to jump right into it on the male perspective side. Men are attracted to pretty women that are different. When they see that you're quirky, outgoing, or you have this mysterious side to you, it is alluring. I noticed with neurodivergent women, because we are very dynamic people, since we're very outgoing, we're very bubbly, we're very energetic, that rubs off on a man. And you have to understand something. Men invest in and men like and love and marry women who can bring spice to their life. Men have to go out into the world and work really hard and be in environments and around people who are very mundane, very dry, boring, and average, right? And so if they can come home or be around a woman that is going to add a light to his life, you're funny, you're engaging, you're always doing something new or changing something, just because that's who you are as a neurodivergent person naturally, it is going to be very, very, very enticing for men. And this isn't like a dating video at all, but this is just something that I noticed when it comes to my experiences as a woman with ADHD who happens to be beautiful, and from what I've heard from my other subbies and other girls who I am close to who maybe have OCD or ADHD, they also experience this same phenomenon with men. Men are enticed and intrigued by beautiful women who are fiery and spicy and interesting, and you're just this big ball of energy. When you bring that to a relationship and to a connection, it makes him more excited for life. Again, because he's in situations most of the time that are really serious and, no one's joking or having fun. When he gets around a woman who doesn't have any inhibitions, doesn't care what people think, she's very outgoing, very outspoken, she just lets herself be free, he will absolutely do backflips to get close to you, to make you his girlfriend, to court you, to spend money on you, and in some cases to marry you, because you bring a certain energy to his life that he needs to be motivated as a man. A lot of men need motivation. They need to look at their woman and be like, you're the reason why I'm getting up every day and busting my ass. You're the reason why I am getting to this money. You're the reason why I have to touch $1 million. And so I say this to say a lot of neurodivergent women will have men who are interested in them, but unfortunately don't know how to nurture the parts of them that are different, but they want to enjoy it at the same time. And I'm going to explain. So whenever you bring a lot of good, positive vibration and energy into a man's life, like a lot of neurodivergent women do, just from their, happy-go-lucky personalities and just their big, bright energy, they will absolutely draw that out of you and siphon it if he is toxic. So he could be attracted to you for those things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to nurture it. Some men will see that you have this great personality, you bring a lot of light into his life, you bring a lot of joy and excitement into his life, but if he's a toxic man, he will absolutely take advantage of that and not give you what you deserve in return. So some toxic men will, again, siphon your energy, but be sleeping with other women behind your back. A lot of men will siphon your energy and be pretending to be you when they go out into social settings or when they're around other people. I know that may sound strange, but that's the thing. There are some men out here who cosplay with their own woman's personality. Like, they will absolutely wear their woman's personality to gain the affections of their colleagues and other men. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's where the male side comes in. I think a lot of men can lust after pretty neurodivergent women for what they can give them and for how they make them feel. And if you're a neurodivergent girly trying to understand why you go through certain things with men and women because of the energy you carry, go ahead and click that link in the description box to set up a personalized recording from me. Whatever you'd like to talk about, I'm open and available. You can also check out the testimonials of the other subbies who have found success with my coaching as well. On the flip side, when we're talking about women, why would another woman hate another pretty woman who happens to have neurodivergence? immediately I think there is something different about me and you can't put your finger on it. And it's not something that's attainable. You have to understand women will only feel comfortable around another woman if they feel like her beauty is attainable, her personality is attainable, her life is attainable. If any of those things are not attainable, you are immediately a threat to that woman. So that's what I noticed. I noticed that as a pretty neurodivergent girl, I'm a very big bright light. I have a big personality. I like to laugh. I like to make other people laugh. I bring a lot of excitement and joy to the people around me. And people know that, especially women. Women can sense when you have an excellent personality and when you're someone they want to be around. The scary part of all of this is once they realize that there's something about you that they can't replicate in themselves, now you're a threat. If they can't replicate your level of beauty, threat. But mostly this happens when you are beautiful, and then on top of that, because they can always go and get surgery, they can always, go put some makeup on, go lose some weight, right? To try to compete with you in the looks department. But personality and aura and energy is like a fingerprint. Only one person has it, and it has to be cultivated authentically. That's not something that you can fake or try to fabricate by watching another woman. So when these women realize, like, dang, I can go try to get like a cosmetic procedure done to compete with her, or do whatever to try to compete with her looks wise, but when it comes to personality, I just can't beat this girl. I can't beat her. I can't be better than her at this. And it kills them. It kills them to know that your personality makes you stand out. And it also bothers them too that technically ADHD, OCD, these things should be looked at negatively, right? Like society has historically labeled these things as disabilities, when in reality, they're not disabilities. They are superpowers, in my opinion. And I think the narrative is slowly changing, but I think that could also tie into the hatred, because technically you're supposed to be behaving and looking like a disabled person if you are neurodivergent. If no one likes you and no one wants to be friends with you, you need to shrink down and stop being such a big, bubbly, bright light in this space. No one's talking to you. No one wants to be friends with you. Go somewhere and hate yourself. That's what they want you to do. They want you to dislike yourself and go hide in a corner and not be seen and not be heard. But pretty neurodivergent people break the mold when they are stunning, when they can be in the same rooms as other people, when they get pretty privileges. And then on top of that, their bubbly personality and their energy opens doors for them, or gets them a man, or gets them crazy big opportunities that neurotypical people can't get because they're too busy masking, playing a role, hiding who they are, being coward, to put it quite plainly. So ladies, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of talk about this phenomenon. I think it's a little interesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you're neurodivergent, have men lusted over you because of your neurodivergence? And how have women hated on you because of your neurodivergence? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.